Welcome to the Real Board Loft. I'm Trip Forman, and we're at the Boardroom Show in Del Mar, California. We just came across a really cool product we want to share with you. It's called Elephant Seal, and we have Adam Kenter, the founder of Elephant Seal,
That's
and
correct.
he's going to be telling us about this product. Adam, jump in.
Yeah, thanks. Elephant Seal is an alternative ding repair kit that includes no resin whatsoever, and it applies just like a sticker, but they don't make stickers out of this material. We have it custom designed and engineered just for us. It's purpose built, and it comes in a kit that takes up no room at all and has everything you need to fix up to 12 dings. It's super fast and easy to do. There's no dry time, no wait time. After you prep the ding, it goes on just like a sticker, and as soon as it's applied, it's crystal clear and it's ready to go right back in the water immediately. There's no waiting, no mixing chemicals. Once it's done, ready to go, and you can leave it on forever. Or if you want to fix it properly and take it off afterwards, it peels off cleanly with no residue.
So, Adam, we sell a ton of ding repair kits,
right?
You know, in the shop, you know, and so whether it be poly, epoxy, you know, in a little tub, in a little squeeze tube,
right?
You know?
Yeah.
And I don't know, there's like a few things that I think are hurdles, like with people using like resin.
Yeah,
you know, I think the biggest thing is like that they've never used resin before in their life. You know, they've never used 2-part resin, or they've never worked with something that's curing. And so a lot of times, like, you sell these kits, and then their first question is, how do I use this? You know, and so I think after hearing about Elephant Seal, I thought that was a big advantage, because everybody's used a sticker before, even though this isn't a sticker, but it like kind of works with your hands, kind of the same way as a sticker.
It does, yeah. The application process is pretty much the same as a sticker.
Yeah, and the other, you know, the other thing that I saw as an advantage is just one, the compactness. You know, like this literally will just go in your backpack.
Or in your back pocket, yeah,
you know, or
it's
in
great.
Your back pocket,
yeah,
whatever.
It takes up no room.
It's not taking up more room when you're traveling, but also, you know, just like the spatial awareness, like you're going into a resort, you're going into like your friend's house, like these aren't places that you should be mixing up hot batches of resin.
Correct,
you know?
yeah.
And like
correct.
sanding stuff, and like you're in like a nice place, you know?
Right.
And this is something you could literally do. Like if you were like, you know, pimping, staying in a 5-star resort, you could be like knocking this off on your bed.
And nobody would know the difference.
And nobody would know the difference, you know? Okay, so let's get into like the application. Like you did a really great job yesterday kind of showing like how these things go on.
Okay.
But I think also like how they bend and contour, you know, multiple curves in the board, because a lot of people are gonna look at this and think like, oh, well, he's just selling stickers, you know, like a Mylar sticker, which it isn't. So yeah, so show us how it goes on the board.
Okay, it's just like basically a 3-step process. There's board prep, and again, everything that you need to prep and apply comes in the kit. Board prep would include, if there's a ding like this that's got a sharp edge that might poke through the material, use the included sandpaper and smooth it down. Step 2 would be to take one of the included alcohol pads and clean the area real well. It gives it a good deep clean and allows for a strong bond between the adhesive that's on the Elephant Seal and the board itself. And then the third step would be to choose the Elephant Seal that fits the ding the best. Each sheet of the material comes with pre-cut shapes, different sizes and shapes, so you can pick the size that fits the ding the best. And then it's just a matter of peeling it off the sheet, applying it to the board, pressing it down with your fingers, and it pretty much disappears. Okay. So if you have a real nice airbrush job or anything like that, it doesn't ruin the aesthetic. And as soon as it's applied to the board, it's instantly cured and ready to go back in the water. You don't have to do anything else. And you can leave it on forever if you want to, but if you want to take it off to do a traditional repair afterwards, it comes off cleanly with no residue.
So we were talking yesterday about like the water tightness of the product, you know, the seal, and then it's instantly cured, instantly waterproof. And you had a great example about somebody that took way longer to fix it and harder, you know, more steps with the resin. And then after that first surf, what was happening with the resin?
Well, then it could look like it's a perfectly good repair, and then you take your board out of the water, you lean it up against the wall for an hour, you walk back, and you notice one little droplet of water on the repair, and that's because it's weeping water, because that repair wasn't watertight, and there's already water coming back out of it. So, and once that happens, then you've got this hard chunk of resin in there that you now need to dig out, make a bigger hole than what was there to begin with, and really start over, let it dry out. Just really, it exponentially extends the time in order to repair it correctly. Whereas if you just put Elephant Seal on it straight away, if you can visually see that the Elephant Seal extends all the way around the ding, it's 100% watertight without fail.
Yeah, and I think like, you know, this is where Elephant Seal separates itself from like a Mylar tape, you know, or a sticker. is that like this curve right here, it's curving this way, it's curving this way,
right.
and it's also curving this way.
Yeah.
Like 3 different curves going on.
Yeah, we call that compound curves in the industry.
So,
yeah.
Like if you tried to put a sticker, like a Mylar sticker on that, you would 100% get wrinkles, at least one.
Correct.
And every wrinkle is a way for the water to get in.
Exactly, yeah. When it tries to conform to all the different axes, then that's when Mylar fails because there's zero stretch to it. We had engineered into Elephant Seal a good amount of flex to it so it can conform.
Okay.
And on compound curves like this, it does take a little bit of extra time to kind of work it in, but it's really just a matter of just pressing it on, and as you're pressing it on, it stretches it and it conforms to the board. And as you can see, no gaps, no overlaps or anything. This repair is good for the life of the board.
Awesome. Now, the other cool thing about this is like all the details in the package and like what's included in the package. And something that was really neat is you have a plastic razor blade in the package. So why do you take that out and like talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, the blade, it's a multi-purpose blade. It's a really neat little thing that I just added to the package this year. And it's really good for a couple different things. Number one, if the ding is in an area where there's wax, you can easily scrape away the wax without damaging the board because it's plastic. The second thing it's good for, as you can see on the banner behind you there, you can use it to lift the material away from the backing paper and use it to carry it, so to minimize the finger contact with the adhesive. And then it's also good for if you want to remove the material afterwards, you can use it to, again, scrape it away, peel it off, and not damaging the board. So this one little thing has a lot of different uses.
And most importantly, when you're traveling, if this does end up in your backpack,
the TSA can't do anything.
TSA is not going to find it or take it away from you.
Right, and likewise, TSA can't say anything else about the contents here. There's no liquids, there's no chemicals that they can fuss over. So, this in your carry-on, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's smart because, like, I think the ding kit is really high on people's travel list.
Yeah.
And so having a ding kit that doesn't have those liquids, doesn't have the hassle, and also takes up less space. You're on vacation. You're not like taking a refrigerator of gear with you. Just having it be compact and easy to use.
Yeah, and not to mention when you're on vacation or you're ready to go surf and you get a ding in your board, the last thing you want to do is spend time fixing a ding. And Elephant Seal makes it so that you can take just a couple of minutes and get it right, and then get back in the water and be perfectly confident that there's no water getting into the ding. And if it's not a 100% great fix, you can always take it off, and you don't have a new chunk of resin on your board that you then have to dig out and have
You're not
more
spending time repairing the repair.
The repair, exactly.
Yeah.
So all things considered, it's just it's a relatively unique approach to it, and we completed the thought with all of the contents, even right down to the bag it's packaged in, because it's heavy duty and you can keep everything in here and know it's going to be perfectly dry. You can even store extra stuff in here if you want to.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, hey, Adam, thank you so much for spending the time with us today
Thank you.
Boardroom. We're excited to have the product in the shop.
Awesome.
For the viewers out there, if you have any more questions about Elephant Seal, or you'd like to order some for yourself, either for at home or for your next trip, you can always give us a call at the shop, 252-987-6000, or you can order it online on our website, realwatersports.com/surfing. Thanks for tuning in.